What are you guys doing?
What you mean? I'm drawing some squares.
PMC, don't you think that the square is meant for more than just 3 lines? Like, it doesn't seem right.
What did you say about my favorite spot?
Nothing. Oh my god. Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Stay up.
Alright, am I going crazy? I know a square is only supposed to have 3 sides, but something just feels incomplete. What does this all mean?
You noticed it too, huh, kid? Squares aren't squares.
What? You noticed it too? I'm not the only one who noticed it? I'm not alone?
There's so much more to a square than you even know. I can show you. Just trust me.
Alright. Tell me what I need to do.
So the first thing you want to do to solve this equation is make sure that the squared value, this coefficient, is equal to 1. So in this case it is, so that's where you start. The next step is to rewrite your equation. So we're going to open some parentheses, x squared minus 6x, and then you're going to give some space, close the parentheses. Then followed by your plus 8, give some more space, equals 0. The next step is to take the coefficient of the just plain x value and take it down and divide it by 2. So in this case, it would be -3. Then you take the value that you got from that equation and square it. So -3 squared equals 9. And you take that number and you put it back into the equation. So you'll get x squared minus 6x plus 9. So now the next step, because we've added this 9 in, the equation is unequal. So what we want to do is we want to subtract the 9 from the equation so that this remains correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 9 out here. And the next step of the equation is to just simplify the whole thing down a little bit. This parentheses actually equals a perfect square, which is x minus 3 times x minus 3 squared. And then we simplify the outside down, so positive 8 minus 9 equals -1 equals 0. Oh wait, no. The next step is to just add 1 to both sides as you would when you're simplifying an equation. So plus 1 to both sides equals x minus 3 squared equals 1. So now the goal is to get this square away from the equation. So what we're going to do to cancel that out is square root both sides. And then what we wind up with is the equation of x minus 3 equals plus or minus 1. Now this essentially means that all you're solving is x minus 3 equals 1 and x minus 3 equals -1. And then you just have to solve these two equations. So x, you will get rid of 3, so you'll add it. X equals 4, and then on this side, plus 3, x equals 2. Now both of these x values, if you plug them into the base equation, they will get you to equaling 0. So x equals 4 and x equals 2 are your answers for this equation. You've completed the square. I don't know why you did that.
I understand now. Thank you.
That was like a perfect walking, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm walking.
I found out, guys. Give me the marker, give me the marker.
You're looking pretty. All right. Thank you. Go.